This is Yanni Lin from Development News, where we analyze different countries' levels of development. Today, we will be analyzing Hong Kong. It is a world city, known for its tall skylines, high-class shopping, and its bustling streets. But is Hong Kong really what it seems like on the surface? Let's find out. Now we will hand it over to Alice Kim, who is currently in Tsim Sha Tsui, one of Hong Kong's most famous places.
Thank you, Yanni. I'm Alice Kim and I'm currently in Tsim Sha Tsui. Personally, our view of Hong Kong is that although a lot of citizens in Hong Kong are financially stable, the city's exotic skyscrapers and high-end shopping experiences mask the poverty that many experience. Now let's see what the citizens of Hong Kong think about Hong Kong's development.
From London? Sweden?
Germany.
Houston.
We live in Shanghai currently, so we're here visiting for the weekend.
Because it's a very exciting city.
Well, for business because we have customer here.
It's fantastic.
It's a very developed city.
Everywhere you look there's skyscrapers.
Very sophisticated buildings and very good business here.
It's much bigger here, of course. Yeah, definitely.
Yes, yeah. I think compared to where I've been, yes, definitely.
So what can we find out from this? On to our analysis.
Not surprisingly, Hong Kong has one of the highest GDP per capita in the world, and is a leading global financial center and a hotspot for tourists. Hong Kong's GDP per capita in 2013 came at $33,500, which was just below the US and almost 8 times as much as mainland China. This shows how economically developed Hong Kong is and how wealthy the average citizen in Hong Kong might be. If we look at the graph, the pattern of graph shows that Hong Kong's economy was steadily growing. The GDP per capita is increasing year by year. However, in the year 2010, the graph showed an anomaly. The GDP per capita was just below 33,000, which was lower than the previous year. This sudden economic collapse was caused by a financial crisis back in 2010 called the financial tsunami, which not only impacted Hong Kong's economy hugely, but affected the rest of the world, and is still affecting the financial industry today. Hong Kong has an extremely high education and literacy rate, with 93.5% of the population aged 15 and over, which has ever attended school. In comparison with other lower education countries, Afghanistan has a literacy rate of only 38.2% of the total population, while Tanzania has a literacy rate of 67.8%. Hong Kong's development in terms of education is high. This is an important factor to Hong Kong's development, as education is considered highly important and beneficial for the future development for Hong Kong as a whole. Hong Kong has a Happy Planet Index score of 37.5, which is ranked 102 out of a total of 151 countries. Hong Kong's HPI score reflects a high life expectancy score of 82.2, where there are moderate levels of experience to well-being and a very high ecological footprint.
Hello, I'm Alice Kim and we are going to go around Hong Kong and asking citizens of what they think about Hong Kong's development.
Here we are at Hong Kong University of Science and Technology, and we're going to be interviewing some of the students here.
Yes, I do agree.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, I do think so.
I think yes.
Yes, judging from the different buildings in Hong Kong, it's pretty evident that there's a wide gap.
Yeah, of course, especially like I know a place like called Tokwan. Yeah, they're poor, so.
I think the problem is most severe is in Sham Shui Po Islands area. There are a lot of rich people live in there.
Yes, Sham Shui Po, there are poor people, and others like Central will have a lot of rich people.
Now that we know that Hong Kong is truly a masked city, and from our research, we have found that Hong Kong citizens often believe that rich people live in areas like Central and Western, and areas like Sham Shui Po and To Kwa Wan are poorer. In fact, the citizens are right. Central and Western is ranked with the highest average monthly household income with 35,000 Hong Kong dollars, right in front of Wan Chai and Sai Kung. At the bottom lies Sham Shui Po, which has the lowest family income of 18,000 Hong Kong dollars, behind areas like Kwun Tong and Kwai Ting. Hong Kong is ranked as the second highest densely populated countries in the world, with a population density of 6,690 people per square kilometer. According to this map, most of the districts nearer to the harbor, such as Yau Tsin Mong and Kwun Tong, have a higher density, and more northern areas like Tai Po have a lower density. Also, according to the Hong Kong government, Kwun Tong has the lowest density level with 57,250 people per square kilometer. As you can see in this picture, some of the people in Hong Kong living in high-density areas live in cage homes with a small size of only 6 feet times 2 feet, just barely enough space to lie down and keep very little personal belongings, which suggests that people have only the basic necessities. The area that this man is in has moldy walls and dirty floors, showing that not only does he have not enough space to live, but also does not have a clean environment to live in. This photo is a photo of a large apartment in the Peak, one of the rich areas of Hong Kong. The outside view is very luxurious and is a very expensive factor when buying property. The decorative lighting and ornaments are unnecessary, yet make the place look elegant, showing people who live here have more than they need and can afford these luxuries.
They should invest more on education, so they will have a better future.
I think Hong Kong government can subsidize the poor. It is because if it increase the quality of the poor, and it can decrease the gap.
In conclusion, our research shows that Hong Kong's economy is hugely successful and has many levels of development, being the most well-developed global financial market in the entire world. After assessing Hong Kong through a variety of different development indicators, we found that Hong Kong is a wealthy and developed city, and that most citizens are happy with Hong Kong's increasing development, although there is a huge gap in terms of income between the wealthiest and the poorest of citizens. In comparison to other countries, Hong Kong proves to be one of the more developed countries. Hong Kong can improve by narrowing the increasing gap between the rich and the poor. An example of how they can do this is by improving the education for poor people so that they have a higher chance of getting into college and therefore getting a job to support themselves. And with this, they can get enough money to support their children's education, and the cycle will go on. They can also provide better housing for the poor who have to live in cage homes.